All right. We are live. We're going to get straight into things today. Here for the Maximize Your 2025 Profits with AI, and specifically for the green industry for landscape, hardscape, and outdoor living contractors. So we're going to dive into a few key strategies that we are seeing work really well across the board, not even just in our industry, but for marketing in your business and areas that's going to really bring in more profits, save you time, allow you to actually get more leads coming in, more jobs, and everything in that regard. So today is going to be some really great sections on how to use AI. AI is obviously changing the game. There's a lot happening. I mean, even this year, we presented on AI almost every month in some facet. So for today, I wanted to take a moment and really just focus in on some other key strategies that we might not have had a chance to dive in too much on previous webinars here. So all of this is part of our accelerated growth roadmap that we use for our clients. And these different strategies are going to fit in with different sections here today. So we're not diving into a specific part of it. We're actually encompassing lots of different areas here. And then moving into the digital dominance method, a real key area. This is generating leads. We've got some great little strategies there that's going to help you guys get some more business coming through to you as well. So we'll be diving into that. So yeah, here we go. Bringing down just the must know 2025 updates as things are changing. The core topics we're going to cover today is speak to lead strategies, and we'll detail what that is and how you can be using AI to actually maximize lead conversations that are coming in, whether it's by phone, whether it's by text or chat, and then the next steps, things you can be using AI for after that. We can be talking about some strategies on content creation. It's going to streamline a lot of your processes around that, making sure your brand voice is consistent. And if you've been putting off, really putting out content online before, that's going to really help speed things up for you and your team. And then lastly, we're going to go into a few little strategies, some paid tools that we use in our agency. We could talk about that, but really, I want to give you guys some free content, some things you can hit the ground running with after having watched this here. So stick around for those updates. Here, let's make sure you focus. These strategies are going to make you more money. These are going to maximize profits in your business. So if you're serious about getting results, implementing each of these areas here, you're going to be walking out of this year making more money in different avenues than you probably might not even thought possible before. So why listen to us? We're specific to this industry here, and we're helping businesses generate millions of dollars in the green industry space, landscape, outdoor living, hardscape contractors, and we're partnered with so associations here like the CLCA and the ALCA. We love being involved in those organizations, associations. I've also written a book on marketing specifically online for the industry as well. So you can get a free copy at our website there, backyardempireBook.com, or you can go to Amazon if you want to get the Kindle or hard copy versions. But this is what we do. We're all about growing these businesses, making sure that you're making more money. You've got systems in place to manage what's coming into the business as well. And you're digitally dominant. You're showing up online and people are pre-sold into wanting to work with you because of the quality of the work, how you show up, how you're reaching people online. And we love it. We love what we do. There's some of our valued clients across the country. And here we go. Let's dive into the core strategies here. So, first thing I want to talk about here is speed to lead strategies. So, if you are in any situation right now where you are missing phone calls or your team is missing phone calls, you are leaving money on the table. And lost leads, not being able to follow up with leads, it's straight away you're giving away revenue. You're giving away revenue to your competition. In 2025, you don't have to deal with that anymore. There are solutions and there are ways that you can make sure that these leads are not getting lost and that you're never missing a phone call. Every time that happens, you're losing revenue. Slow response time from businesses kills deals. It kills kills you closing the sale with people, and your competitors are going to win that as well. And manual follow up, it's just inconsistent. If you can look back on the leads, the inquiries that have come into your business lately, how consistent has the follow up been? Is there automation? Is there AI in place? So really, the reality right now is that in 2025, speed is going to win a ton more for you and your business. So let's talk about some of the tools around this. So out there now, you can have AI capture these opportunities. So first of all, uh, there are settings you can set up this system here on your phone, and you can answer the phone if you want, or if you're not able to, it's going to move over to AI virtual receptionist. And that time period is completely customizable to how you want to do it. But this now can be done 24/7. Those calls are there. And I'll talk about some more of the hesitancy I've been speaking to contractors recently around this, that they're worried about losing the personal touch. I'll talk about that in a minute. But really, just this is going to keep things consistent and professional. We've had in our agency, we use it, and we've had people compliment us on using it too. So I think we need to break down some of those barriers on what people think, because the reality is, I've called so many contractors across the country, and the amount of phone calls that just go to voicemail, I never know when people are actually going to get back to me. I never know what's going to happen there. Of course, I'm a marketer, so maybe they don't want to talk to me, but I just never know what that's going to be like. And your customers are going to be like that. Your potential customers are going to be like that there as well. So the AI voice, it can do this. It can ask the questions you want it to ask. You're completely programmable. You'd be amazed at how quick it can actually understand what people are saying and get their details as well. And it's only going to get better. That's the reality of anything with AI these days. So, really, then the next step, furthering on from just having the conversation with the person. And look, this can be done via text, it can be done via voice AI, it can be done through social media messaging as well. These things can be plugged in to different methods here. Getting them to book on a call, and you might call it a discovery call. I was talking to a business recently, and they call it a discovery call, and we actually call it a discovery call for ourselves in our agency when we're learning about landscape businesses and what they're looking for in terms of marketing. But this can be synced to a calendar of anybody on your team, and if it's on the weekend, uh, someone being able to call a business, knowing that the details of what they're looking for is being taken down, and then they're able to actually book a time on the business's calendar. I, I mean, you can't say that that's not professional, not helpful for people. So I think we need to throw out these ideas that it has to be the business owner speaking on the phone to this person. No, there are much better ways to do this. And if you are running any sort of paid advertising, particularly with Meta, you've got to have this stuff in place, because it's going to help you close so much more of that inbound traffic that's coming from your marketing channels. So next, then we've got our AI appointment booking, uh, voice and chat, as I mentioned, but there is now like another kind of almost hidden benefit to having this set up and put in place. And what this does is it's linking back to the SEO, the ranking of your Google business profile. And Google made a little change in this probably about a year ago, in that it started to take into account the opening hours of businesses when it was deciding which businesses to show up and how businesses would rank while people were searching for those different services. And so the businesses typically that were open um, in these other extended hours were showing higher rankings. So really, what you're doing here, like, you are taking advantage of now an SEO ranking hack by bringing in an AI appointment booking. Remember, you can program this to be open to whichever hours you want. So you can be a 9 to 5 business Monday to Friday, and afterwards, then you can have this kick in. You can have it kick in on weekends if you're not taking calls on the weekends. But now what happens is people who are searching outside of those times, maybe they're in bed, looking, thinking through the projects they want to do, or the weekend they've got some time off work, and they're doing these things. They're searching around, looking at things. Uh, you are now getting an edge, and you are going to get more leads, more businesses coming through just with this SEO ranking hack and having your business open 24 hours. You could setting in Google Business Profile, having your AI system, appointment booking system set up in there, and you can now do this. And you don't have to throw away the personal touch, but you could use AI here to maximize your profits. So there we go. There is our first key part of today's webinar that I wanted to talk about and talk through is now the benefits here of AI appointment bookings. Any questions? Feel free to reach out. Next, I want to talk about the content creation side of things, on training AI to be building out your brand voice. So if you are still doing a lot of this, social media content, written content on your website, articles and things like that without using a brand voice, then you really want to put this in place because you're going to speed up what you do and your messaging is being a lot more consistent. So we have, again, our platform is called JBL Connect. It's a custom version of High Levels platform. It's our CRM that we use for ourselves, for our clients. Our AI appointment booking is in that as well, but there is a brand voice section here as well. So here's like a paid version, but I'm going to show you a really cheap version in a second as well, what you can do. But it just allows you to put in all of these details about your business so that you can even scan your website, pull that information out, but it's going to keep this consistent tone. And when you're creating content using AI to do this, it's going to know what your services are. It's going to be knowing the journey, the story of your business, how long you've been in business, the awards you've had, the associations you're a part of, the products you use, everything like that can be brought into this here as well. So it's going to save you a lot of time. Now, here's the free topic here I wanted to share with you is which AI platform we would recommend. And we actually recommend for this, we just found it's the quickest, easiest one is if you get a subscription to Claude, $20, but I think you can even do this on the free version. There's a section called projects. What you can do, you can upload all of your business information as documents so that every time you prompt this AI, it is referencing back to all of this information. And maybe it's your sales brochure. Maybe it's just the details again of your company, who you are, what you do, your services you provide, the areas you provide the services in, all of that business information. And this system here is always going to be referencing that when you're prompting it. So not only you can use it for content creation, but you can use it for testing ideas in your business. And all you need to do is, if you have this attached to something like a Google Doc and things change in the business, you just edit that Google Doc. But every time this AI is going to be referencing that here as well. So some of the really great things you can use this for is creating posts, any type of blog post you might be putting up on your website or other social platforms, social media content, reviews. You can use this as a way to actually give people some context around your business when you're asking for reviews. Those things help. Anything like that where you can explain more about what you do in a quicker, more efficient way. This brand voice content creation is going to help you. And really, yeah, when people know this and you're able to articulate what you do so well using this, your content is going to be so much more effective. You can create video scripts. You can create ideas about short form video you might want to do. But really, really powerful stuff using this brand voice. So that's the second key thing I wanted to go through today that we're using ourselves, we're using for our clients, and you can use for yourself very, very cheaply, saving yourself a ton of time. Next, third thing here I wanted to talk through was your AI tools you can using in SEO, AEO. When I say AEO, We're talking about answer engine optimization. So making sure that you're now starting to show up on searches on ChatGPT and things like that. Uh, and then paid ads channels, which is going to be Google Meta in most cases for people here as well. So first of all, now you've gone step two, you had Claude, you created your projects, you have that information in there as well. You can now use it for creating any content that needs to be refreshed on your website. So maybe you had website content that was written roughly in the past, or something that needs to be updated to what your business is, like now. Maybe it's been a couple of years since you've adjusted that. You can take that content and put it into your Claude project and actually ask it to, flesh out that content or update it with your current business details. And this way you can update pages on your website. You can use it to write pages about services that might not be on the website, uh, areas you're serving, everything like that. A great way there too. A great way to also detail out projects you've done and document that out on your website, or document it out in a video script to put up on YouTube or something like that. So this is all very, very possible there using that method. Uh, then a little hack for paid ads is take all your reviews. You'd scan through your Google business profile. And in fact, Google Gemini is a pretty good one for this. I've tested because Gemini knows Google's properties. So if bulk of your reviews are on your Google business profile, which is the case for most businesses, you can actually ask Gemini to give you a summary or a detailed list of all of the reviews on your Google business profile. You can then take that, and I would recommend taking that into Claude, your project, and then have it look through those customer reviews and pull out the things that people are saying. What are the most positive things people are talking about for the business? You now have a whole list of great ideas and sectioned things you can put into advertising copies. So on Google, it's your headlines, your descriptions. On Meta, it's the copy, everything you're using through your ads that way. And of course, anywhere else you want to use that, you can use as content. But now you're actually taking the information direct from what the customers are saying about your business, and you can then take those direct testimonials as well. Of course, use them in your copy. That's another great method for advertising. But now you're actually highlighting what people are seeing as the benefit of working with you. Look, maybe you know that already from speaking to your customers as well, but there might be some few little nuggets of gold in there that you could pull out and use there too. So again, just some quick free methods there that can make your advertising that much more effective. And of course, print media, anything you're doing like that, you can use it there too. Then just going to the software tools as well. And this is not like a sales pitch or anything like that, but we're using multiple different AI assisted tools for SEO strategies, for paid ad strategies as well. And for our clients, we're using all this. We're using it for ourselves as well. So we have, of course, our done for you marketing programs. But we do have agency access to some of these softwares as well. So if you're wanting to kind of do it yourself, just reach out. We can have a conversation about what that looks like. But for SEO, AEO, there's things softwares that we're using that help with actually building out links. Building links is important for SEO. Scanning competitors, where are competitors ranking, and what can be tweaked on your website, what can be tweaked on your Google business profile to beat out ranking your competitors. So we're using that across these areas as well as a ton of other things as well. But we have this AI assisted methodology of doing this, where that used to be all manual in the past. Then for paid ads, we have a similar type of AI assisted platform we're using for this, where we have our copy, we have the headlines that we're testing, and again, the review thing I mentioned in the previous slide, we do that for our clients. You have your creative, your photos, images, your video as well, and we're using AI tools here that are actually always testing and checking through. Okay, which headlines are people clicking through to most? Which videos, which photos are people most resonating and responding with? And so we're able to just always be testing seeing what is working best and optimizing campaigns using this AI assisted methodology there. So again, I just wanted to throw that out there. Just, there are tools out there that can be used to do so in that regard. So that is it. That's the core three things I wanted to show on today's webinar. Just some really quick hacks, some tips and tricks you can implement in your business that are going to get you more profits. You're going to get more deals and you're going to make money using these here and maximizing your profits as we close out 2025 in a couple of months. Of course, if you've got any questions, please reach out. The couple of the free things you can do, list your business here on the Outdoor Spaces HQ directory for free. Gets you a listing and a link online. You can get a free copy of my book, as we mentioned, as well. If you'd like to join our podcast, you have something to share about your business journey, please go to backyardempirepodcast.com and you can apply there. And lastly, if you want to have a chat with us, just give us a call or go to our website there and just schedule a time. We'd be more than happy to chat through about your business, what your goals are, and implementing AI to make you more money. All right, this is Josh Blakeley with Landscape and Hardscape Contractor Marketing. Have a great day.